Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, first up, right here for some sprint car racing live from the virtual USA International Speedway. Your KDC Home Improvement 360s on tap first. Of course, right after this, about 8 o'clock Eastern, or about 8:15, we are going to be live once again. It will be the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series, the 410 winged sprint cars. Head to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania to go, I think, 30 laps around the Williams Grove Speedway. Brett Wheeler in the booth with you tonight. We are about just under 1 minute away from the practice session. And then, of course, we'll get into qualifying. We'll have about 3 heat races on the program. We'll have a dash as well. And, of course, our main event right here on Ultimate Dirt 3. So should be about an hour and 20 minute show. We hope you're going to enjoy the coverage. Hope you stick around here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, guys, like, shares, follows, all that good stuff. Gets your name up on the top of the screen, just in between the ticker and the Ultimate Dirt TV logo near the top right. Of course, a big thanks to our wonderful sponsors and partners here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Without their support, none of this would be possible. You can check them out on our website. Head over to www.ultimatedirttv.com. Click on the sponsors tab. You can also click on our schedule to see what we've got coming up. But of course, all of our previous race videos, those wonderful people helping us behind the scenes. Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder iRacing League, Dirt Leagues Australia, JR Productions and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsports. Harry, thanks for the like. Peter, thank you for the share. It is now time for qualifying here from the virtual USA International Speedway. 3 minutes, each driver gets 2 laps. And we'll keep an eye on some drivers throughout this field. Of course, we'll let you know who we're watching. And of course, you can see that down the bottom left-hand side of your screen. We are just going to wait for some drivers to get out onto the racetrack. Horton Bailey in the number 2 car, going to be one of the first cars on the racetrack. There is the 77 of Travis Snyder Jr. Again, 3/4 of a mile in distance around the USA International Speedway, and these drivers can thank the lucky stars that I've been able, that I'm up in the booth here tonight. George Furch. Was quick time, but Mason Hannigan goes quick time with a 20.038 to 51. The Wicked Energy with CBD. Number 51 is Jeremy Zarfos. Brett Strickler with a 19.878. Jeremy Zarfos with a 20.093. Jacob Fields rolling out on the racetrack. And there is the World of Thunder Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 car of Trevor Royer. Again, a great field of cars here tonight, and well, there is some talent filling in to the pit area for tonight. Brett Strickler still the man to beat. Jeremy Zarfos, quick time. Trevor Royer, 4th quick. There goes Robert Kerstetter with a 19.794. 6 drivers making it into the 19-second bracket at the moment. We are watching the Elite 7007. No, it is not James Bond, but it is Jacob Fields. Jacob Fields in the 007. First lap time will be 7th quick with a 19.797. And here comes the hashtag Don't Free Cody, looking to get his first career feature win with the World of Thunder KDC Home Improvement 360 winged sprint cars. The number 71 car of Cody Batten. Cody Batten goes 13th quick with a 20.137. Just looking at the racetrack, I'm just looking like, I think the top 1 and 2, and then top 3 and 4 is the place to be at the moment. Of course, that'll really slick it out. We'll wait for Cody Batten's second lap time. We'll see if it's going to be quicker again. It is, jumps to position 10, 20.031. In the meantime, David Harleman has made his presence being felt with a 19.701. So, okay, David Harleman, quick time with a 19.701. Jeremy Zarfo, second, quick with a 19.787. Robert Kerstetter, third. Brett Strickler in fourth. John Batista, fifth. Trevor Roya, sixth. Trey Smith, seventh. Jacob Fields, eighth. Nathan Davis, ninth. And Cody Batten rounds out your top 10. 3 heat races scheduled on the program. Pete, I'll remind me. Send me a message before we go live for that one, and I'll do my best. But here we go. Heat race number 1 of 3 on the program here for tonight for the KDC Home Improvement 360 Winged Sprint Cars, presented by World of Thunder. We'll take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Starting on pole in the KCK Racing Sim Team Napa Auto Parts, car number 49, it is David Heilemann. On his outside in car number 38, starting position 2 will be Brett Strickler. Inside second row, it's the hashtag Holy Schmidt, the number 12 car of Trey Smith will start position 3. On his outside in car number 71, it's Don't Free Cody Batten. Lining up position number 5 in the Black Diamond Motorsports, number 91 car is Ernie Williams Jr. On his outside. On the outside of the third row in car number 2 will be Horton Bailey, starting position number 6. Starting position 7 in the 717 will be George Furch. And lining up position number 8 in car number 54, it is Mitch Stiles. Our 9th and final starter in car number 57. Making this a 9-car field will be Austin Griffey, scheduled to start position number 9. In fact, I can tell you all cars going to make tonight's heat racing action. I believe we are going to have a B main. We will have a dash, of course, our top 2 to our dash. So we'll have 6 cars, 6 laps for your trophy dash. And then, of course, we will have a top 3 to the main event. So third in heat race number 1 will start position 7 in tonight's main event. Third in heat race 2 will start 8. And third in heat race number 3 will start position 9. Thank you, Poppy. That sounded a little weird, I'm not going to lie. Peter Poppy Power, thank you very much, buddy. We hope you enjoy the coverage. Heat race number 1, green flag is out. David Harleman leads the field, and Brett Strickler looking to get a good start up on the outside, but Harleman going to slide to the top, and well, the moment of truth comes out for Brett Strickler. Can he make the move on down the back straight away? No, he can't. So David Harleman going to lead down into turn number 3 and 4. Going to continue to on the bottom side. Strickler goes up top, and Cody Batten now sits in position number 3. He's got Ernie Williams Jr. and Trey Smith following closely behind him. Schmidt going down to the bottom side. Horton Bailey looking up top, but here goes Ernie Williams Jr. looking to make a move on Cody Batten in 1 and 2, but couldn't get the job done. Batten going to slide through to the middle of the racetrack in turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Ernie Williams Jr. into the wall. Trey Smith, Horton Bailey side by side into quarters number 1 and 2. 2 laps in the book, 6 laps left to run. Heat race number 1. The KDC Home Improvement 360 Wing Sprint Cars, presented by World of Thunder. There goes Trey Smith, looking to thread the needle into turn number 3 and 4 with a slider. He did make the slider work. He got back to position 5, and here goes Ernie Williams Jr. cutting it down low on the exit of turn number 2. He is all over the back of Cody Batten down into turn number 3 and 4. There is the move complete for that third and final transfer spot. Ernie Williams Jr. doing it right through the middle. Cody Batten now relegated back to position 4, but here comes the 71 car trying to slide it back down to the bottom side, looking for that slide jump. Can't complete it. Ernie Williams Jr. Now look at Trey Smith. Smith got around Batten as well. That was for 4th. So the driver that finishes 4th, if there's a B main, which I'm pretty sure there is, this driver will start on pole for the B main. So very crucial right now. And there's 3 spots per finishing position for the starting grid of tonight's B main. Battle on for the race lead, because here comes Strickler now. Strickler running the bottom side. Harleman running the top side. At the line, Brett Strickler had it by half a car length, and there is nothing in between these two. Strickler slides up. Harleman right through the middle, takes back the lead. Strickler and Harleman putting on an absolute clinic right now. Strickler rides high. Harleman down low. Harleman's got the run on the exit of turn 4. White flag is out. Harleman will go high in turn number 1 and 2, and then bottom 3 and 4. Mark my words, final lap. 2 more turns for David Harleman. And down the back straightaway, mark my words, Brett Strickler was going to go down. Look at the big slide jump into 3 and 4, but David Harleman crosses underneath, and it was a drag race to the start-finish line, and there it is. David Harleman, Brett Strickler, Ernie Williams Jr., your top 3. Trey Smith, Cody Batten, Horton Bailey, Greg Furch, Mitch Stiles, and Austin Griffey coming home in position number 9. And there it is, heat race number 1 completed for your KDC Home Improvement 360 winged sprint cars, live from the virtual USA International Speedway. Heat number 2 up next. We'll take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Starting on pole in car number 51, Jeremy Zarfos. On his outside in car number 35 will be John Batista. Starting position 3, the 007 of Jacob Fields. On his outside, the number 1 car of Mason Hannigan, starting position number 4. At a position 5, the number 24 of Braden Finsell. At a position 6, the Rockstar DJ Kilanowski in car number 13. Stephen McMillian in car number 87 will start position 7. Charles Boggs in the 03, lining up at a position number 8. Alright, heat race number 2. The KDC Home Improvement 360 winged sprint cars. As the driver's getting the 1 to green signal right now. Of course, guys, like, shares, follows. We appreciate all the support here on Ultimate Dirt 2E. The number 1 home for dirt track racing here on the iRacing.com service. Reminder, after this one at about 8:15 Eastern Standard Times, we are going to be live once again for the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series. The 410 winged sprint cars tackle Williams Grove Speedway for their second round of the Triple Crown Series for the sprint cars. I believe Braden Eiler leads the points in that one, so we'll see if Braden is going to come out for race number 2, or round 2 I should say, and look to defend that points lead from all the other drivers. Of course, the winged sprint cars on action tonight. Normally we have the winged sprint cars in super late models, but here we go. Green flag is out. Heat race number 2. And we are green here at USA. Jeremy Zarfos got a good start from John Batista. Now there goes Jacob Fields down to the low side, looking on the inside of Mason Hannigan. And now here comes that Hoosier number 13 car. That is the rock star of DJ Kilanowski. Jeremy Zarfos going to lead the opening lap. Mason Hannigan into the wall. That now puts Jacob Fields in the 007 up into that third and final transfer spot. Kilanowski not going away just yet either. And Batista starting to get a run on your race leader. Down the back straightaway. Geez, they carry a lot of speed down the back straightaway. And there it is. Jeremy Zarfos continuing to hold on to the lead. Enters 3/4 of the way into the racetrack into turns 1 and 2 and slides it to the cushion. Whereas Batista, he is all over the cushion on the entry into the turns, and now he follows the number 19 car of Jeremy Zarfos. Zarfos caught the cushion in 3 and 4, 3 and 5 laps left to run. Good battle going on between Mason Hannigan and DJ Kilanowski, and Jacob Fields is there as well. So a 3-car battle fighting it out for the final transfer spot. But we keep an eye on Batista as well. He's looking to get around the outside of the number 19. The Wicked Energy with CBD Gum of Jeremy Zarfos. At the halfway stage of the race, Zarfos continues to lead. They both slide up to the cushion. Batista, He came down the racetrack a little bit, didn't quite get the cushion as hard as what Zarfos did. And Zarfos staying on the bottom side in turn number 3 and 4, now allowing Batista to get a run on the outside. And John Batista, your new race leader, down the front straight away. Jacob Fields now solidly in third. There must have been contact between Kilinowski and Hannigan. They've fallen off the page from the third place runner of Jacob Fields by over one second. And with 2 laps left to run, John Batista continues to pace the field. Loki, thank you very much. Hello. Welcome. Out of turn number 4, the white flag flies right now for the Black Diamond Motorsports. Number 54 car of John Batista. He now finds himself down the back straight away, looking to start on pole. On the outside of the front row for tonight's dash, you see Jeremy Zarfos getting a run on the inside, but not going to happen. You take a look here as John Batista gets the win from Jeremy Zarfos. Jacob Fields home in third. Fourth is going to be DJ Kilinowski, Mason Hannigan, Braden Finsell, Stephen McMillian, and Charles Boggs finish out this 8-car field for heat race number 2. 2 heat races completed out of the 3. And we've got our final heat race on track right now, waiting for the cars to grid up. And we'll take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Starting on pole for the third and final heat race of the KDC Home Improvement 360 Winged Sprint Cars in caliber 27, it's Robert Kerstetter. On the outside of the front row, starting position number 2 in the Black Diamond Motorsports caliber 90 car is Trevor Royer. Teammate to Mr. Royer in caliber 36 in the Black Diamond Motorsports number 36. Out of position number 3 is Nathan Davis. On his outside, the 15 car of Michael Sheridan will start position number 4. Third row inside, a teammate of Mr. Sheridan is the number 8 car of Matt Schaefer, who will start position number 5, or a former teammate, or around that Team City group, or the new Dave Blaney sim team. Paxton Gregory in caliber 3 will start position number 6. Marion Preston in caliber 25 will start position 7. And lining up position number 8 in caliber 77 is Travis Alexa Bliss Snyder Jr. Third and final heat race of the night. Remember, top 2. Moving on to our dash that'll be run after the B main. In the warm-up session just before the main event. And then of course, top 3 going directly into tonight's main event. So we like 9 cars from heat racing action into our main event. We take the rest from the B main. For the drivers getting set to go green out of turn number 4 this time behind your iRacing.com official pace truck. Robert Kerstetter and Trevor Royer on the front row. Nathan Davis and Michael Sheridan row 2. Matt Schaefer and Paxton Gregory in row 3. Row 4, Marion Preston and Travis Snyder Jr. Here we go. Green flag is out. The final heat race is upon us and we are underway for the final 8 laps. Oh, Sheridan Davis contact. And they're both going to now sit in 7th and 8th. Davis in 8th. That was a horrible start. There's some contact between the pair going into turn number 1 and 2. As Royer now looking on the inside down the front straight away. Will he go the big slider into turns 1 and 2 for the race lead? Royer goes low. He stays low and looks to get the drive on the exit of turn number 2. Where there goes Kirsten. And we get another car into the wall. That's Travis Snyder Jr. And here goes Royer down low once again. So Royer right on the bottom side and happy to do so and pulling even alongside the number 27 car. This track will get slick, it will get racy. What line will prevail? At the moment, it looks fairly even. Trevor Royer on the bottom, Robert Kerstetter on the top side. Very different to what we've seen in Heat Race 1 and 2, where the top was super fast. Royer continues to work low. Oh, nearly contact on the exit of turn 2. Kerstetter got a good run. Third place is Matt Schaefer. Then we go back to Travis Snyder Jr., who's continually happy to run the bottom side of the number 77 car. He's up to position number 4. We go back to the battle on for the race lead right now. Royer once again working low in turn number 1 and 2. We are halfway home here in the final heat race of the night. And the number 27 car of Robert Kerstetter leads, rolling the cushion through 3 and 4. And so did Trevor Royer. And Royer got a massive run in 3 and 4. Will he go the slider in 1 and 2? No. He's happy to stay down low, and he drifts up a little high on the exit of turn 2. Drifts up to about the mid-track. So again, this track getting very slick. The cushion is very tricky. And then, of course, you put that bump on the exit of turn number 4. How tough is it for these drivers right now? There goes Royer once again to the low side. We're going to go on board right now with Robert Kerstetter, and I'll show you where the bump is. Just as they come out of 4. There. Running right over it. Here goes Royer back to the inside on the final lap. There's the big slider into 1 and 2. Kerstetter turns it back underneath. Oh, Royer caught a piece of the backstretch wall, and that may just hurt the chances, but down to the low side goes the 27 of Robert Kerstetter. Royer all over the back of him. Not going to be. Trevor Royer not going to come away victorious. Robert Kerstetter hangs on to position 1. Trevor Royer home in 2nd. Matt Schaefer 3rd. Travis Snyder Jr. 4th. Michael Sheridan, Nathan Davis, Paxton Gregory and Marion Preston home in position number 8. Heat races complete. We'll take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. I believe this is going to be our B main. This is in fact our B main for your KDC Home Improvement 360 winged sprint cars. This is going to be 12 laps. The top 11 going to go through with 16 cars getting set to tackle this B main here at the USA International Speedway. 5 cars getting sent packing. Starting on pole, it's the hashtag Holy Schmidt in car number 12, Trey Schmidt. On his outside it is the rockstar DJ Kilanowski in car number 13 out of position 2. Travis Snyder Jr. in the 77 will start position 3 out of position 4. The number 71 of Don't Free Cody of Cody Batten. Lining up position 5, the number 1 car of Mason Hannigan on his outside. The 15 of Michael Sheridan starts position 6. 4th row inside, the number 2 car of Horton Bailey out of position 7 on his outside. The 24 of Braden Fincell. Lining up position number 9, the 36 of Nathan Davis out of position 10, the 717 of George Furch. Stephen McMillan in the 87 will start position 11. Paxton Gregory scheduled to start position 12, did not make the call. Mitch Stiles in the 54 will start position number 13. Charles Boggs in the 03 will start position 14. We go back to Marion Preston in the 25, starting position 15, with Austin Griffey in car 57, starting position number 16. So with Paxton Gregory not making the call for tonight's B main, that puts 15 cars, 12 laps the distance. Now our ticker will say 17 laps, but I can confirm that it is only 12 laps the distance. We take the top 11. So 4 cars getting sent packing from this B main. Along with Paxton Gregory, who has already been sent packing. He didn't make the call for tonight's B main. Getting set to go green off of turn number 4. Trey Schmidt holding the field up. And oh no, DJ Kilanowski. Well, that is just an absolute shame. And the yellow flag immediately going to fly here We'll take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay on that one. Keep an eye on the outside. I just come down the racetrack into Trey Smith there. Cody Batten had nowhere to go. And then, of course, a few other cars coming through, just giving the Hoosier number 13 a bit of a helping hand on going over. Guys, let's take a look at the onboard shot. Watch that car just veer to the left and then straight into the left rear there. Of course, it was not intentional, but just the way the cookie crumbles. That's not going to show. That's not going to show a good angle. That actually showed a pretty bad. This would be a good angle right here. You just seen it come down the right. You seen the 13 car just come down the racetrack. Hey, Leighton, no worries, buddy. Anytime, we're happy to put these on. Here's a better angle. Keep it on the 13 car, the Hoosier number black and purple number 13 on the outside. So the first yellow of the evening. Here for your KDC Home Improvement 360 winged sprint cars, and unfortunately for Mr. DJ Kilinowski, his night is over, therefore he is eliminated from tonight's B-Bade. The drivers getting set into rows of 2x2 again. It's not going to be a complete restart because we are going to have 4 laps complete, with 8 laps left to run, so 1/3 of the race distance completed already. Trey Smith, Travis Snyder Jr., Mason Hannigan, and Braden Finsell. There we go, green flag out a little bit earlier this time. Trey Smith got on the gas, didn't want to wait for the outside row to maybe come down a second time. Snyder goes to the bottom into turn number 1 and 2. Schmidt working 3/4 of the way up the racetrack. Snyder looking for a good drive on the exit and down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Drivers splitting high, drivers splitting low, and at the line, Travis Snyder Jr. to the race lead. Into 1 and 2, and here comes the 22 car of Mason Hannigan. Working down low, Trey Smith around the outside of Snyder for the race lead once again, but Snyder going to come back at him now into turns 3 and 4. Hannigan getting a great run down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Look at Davis trying to work the outside of the racetrack. There's Braden Finsell just behind Michael Sheridan. There's your battle for 4th and 5th. Battle once again on for the lead. Finsell in the 1 car all over the racetrack. He's snaking the car down the back straightaway. Here goes Snyder back to the inside on Schmidt once again. 7 in the books. 5 laps left to run. Reminder, this is just a 12-lap B-main. Davis, then you go back to the 1 car of Braden Finsell, Horton Bailey, Cody Batten, Austin Griffey, George Furch, and Mitch Stiles holding on to that 11th and final transfer spot. Can he get the job done? Well, he has still got 4 laps left to do it. He needs to hang on. He's still got 3 miles to run in just 4 laps. Sheridan, Davis, and Hannigan now having a good battle. It's a 3-car battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Smith cleared of Travis Snyder Jr. by nearly half a second on the front straightaway and down the back straightaway. Now Trey Smith leads Snyder getting into the wall. Mason Hannigan starting to close the gap. Hannigan goes low into 3, and Snyder was there. He tried to protect the slider line, and Hannigan forcing the issue there on the number 77 car. They go into turn number 1 and 2. Slide job from Hannigan. Snyder turns it underneath him now. Down the back straightaway, side by side. 1 and a bit to go. And here comes the 36 of Nathan Davis. White flag is out. Final time around the USA International Speedway for your B-main. Schmidt works low. Look at Hannigan getting a run on the top side down the back straightaway now. He's got a chance at maybe making something happen here in the final lap, but through turn number 3 and 4, Trey Schmidt going to hang on just. Hannigan, Snyder, Davis, Sheridan, Finsell, Batten, Bailey, and Griffey. First there, and our 11th and final transferee will be Marion Preston. We will see those drivers later on in tonight's A-Main. The warm-up session, of course, used for our dash and our dash only. So the top 2 from the 3 heat races that we've seen earlier on will make their way onto the racetrack right now. So a reminder how this works. Heat 1 winner will start on pole. Heat 2 winner will start position 2. Heat 3 winner will start position 3. Or even thinking of the follow. Heat 4. There was no Heat 4. So Heat 1 second place finisher will start position 4. Heat 2 second place finisher will start position 5. And Heat 3 second place finisher will start position number 6. So, of course, no Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid, but David Harleman will start up alongside the 54 of John Batista. Lining up position number 3. In car number 27, that is Robert Kerstetter. At a position 4, the number 38 car of Brett Strickler. At a position 5 will be the 51, or the 19Z of Jeremy Zarfos. And Trevor Royer will start position at number 6. Should be a good battle up front right now. David Harleman and John Batista. 6 laps to distance. Will, of course, no lap counter in this one. Just a timed session. Green flag is out. We'll let you know how many laps are completed as well. The green flag for the opening lap of 6. Kerstetter immediately down low. Harleman and Batista, no strangers to working the cushion as they do that through turn number 1 and 2. Nose to tail down the back straightaway, but here goes Kerstetter down low. Strickler up top. Zarfos down low, and Trevor Royer up top as well. So there's a good battle on for first and second, then there's a good battle on for third, fourth, fifth, and sixth as Brett Strickler into the wall. And that's going to put him out of tonight's dash. As Harleman goes low into turns 3 and 4, trying to make something happen on the bottom side. Maybe just searching right now. John Batista to the lead, 2 laps in, with 4 laps left to go in your dash for the KDC Home Improvement 360 winged sprint cars. And Batista, he's got the run over David Harleman. Here goes Kerstetter down low. Trevor Royer working up top. And Jeremy Zarfos in the 19Z car also working down low through turn number 3 and 4. Royer now gets back to the inside on Robert Kerstetter. And we've seen Royer, he was happy to roll the bottom side of the racetrack in his heat race. Doing the same thing here in the dash. Happy to go down low. He goes up top in turn number 3 and 4. And here goes David Harleman sneaking back to the inside. But John Batista gets a run. 4 laps in. 2 laps left to go here in your dash. The cushion is getting real bobbing. You can just see by the way that number 54 machine is just bouncing through 1 and 2. It should do the same in 3 and 4. But here goes a big slide jump from David Harleman. Oh, Batista turned it off the cushion. Went to crossover, and oh no, look out! Oh, that was a scary moment for John Batista. And with the white flag upon us right now, David Harleman, he's got a comfortable lead. He has got half the length of the back straight away. But for the final time through turn number 3 and 4, David Harleman starts on pole for your main event. Second going to be Robert Kerstetter. Third, going to be Jeremy Zarfos. John Batista home in 4th with Trevor Royer. Finishing in 5th with Brett Strickler with a D and F in tonight's dash. There is an upper auto pass number 49 of David Harleman starting on pole. We'll take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV, and we will be right back. We'll come back with your main event in just a few moments' time.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV. As you're watching the KDC Home Improvement 360 Winged Sprint Cars, our main event just about to start. Big Rich, thank you for the follow on Twitch, appreciate it. We'll take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid for tonight's 30-lap main event. We'll let you know where your favourite drivers are going to be starting, but a reminder, our top 6 positions, our top 3 rows, will be jumbled up just a little bit, courtesy of our dash. We know the 49 car of David Hartman will start on pole, and he's outside. The number 27 car of Robert Kerstetter will start position 2. Jeremy Zarfos in the 19Z will start position 3. Out of position 4, the 35, the 54 car of John Batista. Starting position 5 in the number 90 car will be Trevor Royer, with Brett Strickler in the number 38 car starting position 6. Ernie Williams Jr. in the 91 will start position 7. Jacob Fields in the 007 will start position 8. Matt Schaefer in the 8 will start position 9. Trey Smith in the 12 will start position 10. Mason Hannigan in the 1 will start position 11. Travis Snyder Jr. in the 77 starts position 12. Position 13, the 36 of Nathan Davis. Out of position 14, the 15 of Michael Sheridan. Out of 15, the 24 of Braden Finsell. Out of 16, the 71 of Cody Batten. Horton Bailey in the number 2 will start position 17. Austin Griffey in the 57 will start position 18. George Furch in the 717 out of position 19. Out of position 20 in car number 25, Marion Preston. You're watching the number 1 dirt channel for iRacing here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We are just about to get the iRacing green flag. Now, right after that one, we are not going green. The drivers will pace around once they get through turn number 1 and 2. Once all the drivers get past the main straightaway, the first 3 rows will get into their correct positions, with row 4 on back staying in their positions. Once the first 6 spots have been made up, they will get the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports. They will go 4 wide around the USA International Speedway. Of course, there is your pole sitter in the number 49 car of David Harleman. Robert Kerstetter is on his outside. Jeremy Zarfos will start position 3. Position 4, going to be the 54 car of John Batista. Trevor Roy out of 5 and Brett Strickler out of position number 6. The first 5 laps to get the drivers into their correct spots, they'll go into a 4 wide salute. Once they do that, they will then break formation. So when we complete lap 5, that's when we are going to go green. So there it is, the signal. The driver's been told, ladies and gentlemen, it's 4 wide time here at the USA International Speedway. As you can see, the drivers making their way down the back straight away. The KDC Home Improvement 360 Winged Sprint Cars presented by World of Thunder. The drivers are 4 wide as their way. I'm thanking you, the race fans that have tuned in here tonight on Ultimate Dirt TV, and what a sight this is. There is nothing better. If this doesn't give you goosebumps, ladies and gentlemen, you may not have a pulse. Big Mango, thank you very much for the 300 bits, making you 500 biddy sender on Twitch. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much for the support and the love. There we go. Drivers have broken formation, and now they are getting back into rows of 2 by 2. They get the 2 to green signal this time by on the front straightaway. Just look at this field assembling right now. So you'll see underneath the iRacing logo, next to the 360 next to the 360 Sprint Cars, 4 of 35. It is a 30-lap main event. So as I said, the first 5 laps are getting the drivers in their correct positions, and then of course 4 wide salute that has been done. So not this time out of turn number 4, but the following time by, when we start lap 5 of 35, that's when we go green. Anthony Jones, thank you for the like on the stream. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Alright, here it is. The 1 to green. Green out of turn number 4. This time by David Harleman and Robert Kerstetter. In row number 1, Jeremy Zarfos and John Batista. In row 2, Brett Strickler, Trevor Royer. In row 3, Jacob Fields, Ernie Williams Jr., Trey Smith, Matt Schaefer, Travis Snyder Jr., Michael Sheridan, Mason Hannigan, Cody Matten, Nathan Davis, Austin Griffey, Braden Finsell, Horton Bailey, George Furch, and Marion Preston. 30 laps on the board. The KDC Home Improvement 360 Sprint Cars. Let's get dirty for 30, and we are green. Harleman down low into turn number 1 and 2. In fact, right through the middle, as does Robert Kerstetter. Down the back straight away, they are spread out all across the USA International Speedway. Harleman goes high in 3 and 4. And look at everyone up near the front. 3 cars. Kerstetter, Strickler, and Zarfos all fighting for the bottom side of the racetrack. 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. We go now 4 wide. Holy moly, 4 wide. Oh no, we got Jacob Fields upside down. and Michael Sheridan as well. Jacob Fields going for a massive ride. We take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay and keep an eye on the 007 car. Up on the outside, the Elite 7 race in the black and white come down just a little bit. There was contact with Hannigan. Sheridan, Nathan Davis coming through, and the 007 goes for a wild ride. Let's take a look at our Black Diamond Motorsports onboard camera. We just went to turn it underneath, and well, I don't think you can blame Hannigan for that one. I think that's just a bit of a racing deal, and holy moly, talk about looking at some sky dirt. Again, we'll take a look here at your onboard shots, and the driver that we're watching at the moment, the 20 car, has come down the racetrack just a tad, of course, trying that crossover. And Mason Hannigan, I don't think he was at fault for that one. Take a look here on board with the number 1 car of Mason Hannigan. Yeah, no, he's just running his line. Crossover, unfortunately, just, I guess, wrong place at the wrong time. Jacob Fields just, yeah, as I said, wasn't really anything that anyone could do in that situation. So the first caution flag flying of the evening. And again, when you see a lot of sky dirt like that, it's never a good sign. Lights out on your iRacing.com official pace truck. 25 laps left to run here in your main event. David Harleman, John Batista and Robert Kerstetter, your top 3. Green flag is out. And we are back underway here in tonight's main event. Of course, Batista, Harleman and Kerstetter all go to the top side. Strickler, the first one to be down low. Along with Jeremy Zarfos, Trevor Roy had a massive moment, losing about 4 or 5 spots on the restart in turn number 1 and 2. Strickler working down low through 3 and 4. So right now it's a case of where do you feel comfortable, where do you want to run that nobody else is going to be to find that speed. I think the middle may just come in later on, because I've seen plenty of races where in the 360s the middle comes in at about the halfway stage. You can almost run somewhat of a little slide line depending on what track you're at. So we'll see how the USA International Speedway plays out. Harleman getting the pressure from the 54 car of John Batista. Strickler slides up in front of Kirsten and nearly 3 wide. Zarfos, he was way down low on the exit of turn 2. He was almost on the inside wall down the back straightaway. That's how low he was, trying to keep grip underneath that number 19 Z car. Strickler moves into position 3. 4th is Kerstetter. 5th is Jeremy Zarfos. And there he is right through the middle, and then slides, cuts it down to the bottom on the exit of turn number 2. How far Heinemann still got a couple of car length lead over John Batista. It was 3/10 of a second. We'll see what the gap is going to be this time by at the start-finish line. It's been cut down. So John Batista really cutting into that gap right now. David Harleman through the middle. Batista working high through turn number 1 and 2. Strickland on the top side. 3 wide. Ernie Williams Jr. making a run around the outside on Jeremy Zarfos. And here goes Matt Schaefer now to the inside. So Schaefer and Williams, they split Zarfos down the back straight away. And Zarfos loses 2 spots. And Schaefer and Williams right now are coming at it. Oh, Williams into the wall and upside down. Oh, Nathan Davis. He goes upside down. That's going to trigger a caution. The rear end busted on the 91 car. And Nathan Davis upside down. We take a look into Wicked Cushion instant replay, and it was just Nathan Davis Wrong place, wrong time. There's Ernie Williams Jr. Now we can't blame Kerstetter for that one because, well, Ernie was up into the wall. He was the right rear caught on that one. Kerstetter had contact and that car just shot hard left. And again, just hard racing here at USA. And it's another case of wrong place, wrong time for the number 36 machine. Take a look on board here with Robert Kerstetter as well. You can just see that bumpy that front stretch is. You see after the contact that car actually comes down the racetrack, you know, just shoots it hard left. That is what it is, unfortunately. So Nathan Davis and Ernie Williams Jr. are two more casualties to add to the list, with 4 casualties so far here at the virtual USA International Speedway. What is not virtual though is David Hartleman. He is your race leader. The drivers get the 1 to green signal this time by. Your iRacing.com official pace truck lights turn off. So we are almost at the halfway stage of this race. Brent, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Anthony as well. I think I already said that one. So the restart, the resumption of this race. We have 14 laps completed with 16 to go. So again, we are 1 lap shy of our half race distance. And of course, don't forget the World of Thunder Triple Crown 410 Sprint Cars. Up in about 1 hour's time, the server up in 50 minutes. Again, we'll have a live feed on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And here we go. Green flag is out. We're back underway. 14 in the books with 16 laps left to run. Batista into the wall in turn number 1 and 2. Comes off the cushion, but he stayed high, so well done. 3 wide, Trey Smith and Jeremy Zarfos through the middle. Matt Schaefer now looking for a podium. Here goes Strickler for the race leader. Look at the 3 wide battle. Behind him on for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Now they go 2 by 2 by 2. Oh, how good is this? How good is USA? They are putting on an absolute clinic. 3 wide for 3rd. And side by side for the race lead. Oh, 3 wide. Holy cow, Batista got a run on the top side of the racetrack. Harleman through the middle, Strickler down low. And John Batista 2 laps ago, he was into the inside, into the outside wall. Oh, Batista having a dig and having a run on the cushion. Harleman into 2nd. Strickler back to 3rd. Harleman goes to the top. He's going to follow the 54 of John Batista through 3 and 4. Matt Schaefer trying to follow Brett Strickler as well. Now they spread out our top 4. Now look at this. Here goes Trey Smith. Schaefer on the inside of Strickler. You battle on for the final spot on the podium. Can Harleman catch back up to the 54 car of John Batista? Will he make a mistake again? 12 laps left to run, and on the exit of turn 4, it is so hard to hit because you've got that massive bump, and Schaefer, a little bit of a slider, moves into position 3, running the middle of the racetrack through 1 and 2, but Strickler looking to come back at him up on the inside. He can't quite make the move just yet. Trey Smith in the number 12 car. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And who have we got this time? It might have been Trevor Royer. He's a lap down. George Furch in the 717, but we're not sure who that one was for. But how about the last 5 laps? That was entertaining. They were 2 by 2 by 2, then we had a 2 by 3, then we had a 3 by 2. It is on right now. Steven, thank you for those 500 stars, brother. Appreciate it. So the laps are starting to count down right now. Drivers are on 2 to green, which means we have 8 laps left to run here in your main event. That is just a heat race distance. Who is going to victory lane? Well, at this stage, I mean, it is anybody's guess. How about Schaefer? How about Strickler and Trey Smith as well? Zarfos was right there with him, but he's calm up. He's starting to fall off late in this race. Robert Kerstetter going backwards. He's in 7th. Travis Snyder Jr. making his way forward as well. He's up to position 8. Mason Hannigan in 9th. And Cody Batten up to position number 10. Lights are out on your iRacing.com official post track because we are inside of 10 laps to go. Our restarts are single file. Reminder again, 45 minutes time, the server will go up for the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series, the 410 winged sprint cars at the Williams Grove Speedway. And in about 1 hour's time, again, we are going to have a new live feed for our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch audience as well. So make sure you come back and stick around. Alright, here we go. 8 laps left to run. John Batista, David Hardiman, and Matt Schaefer. Your top 3. Holy crap, Big Mango Hand. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. Green flag is back out. All the love and support from Matt Big Mango. Thank you as we are back to green. Schaefer trying to hold off Brett Strickler. Trey Smith trying to get by Strickler. Here goes Jeremy Zarfos looking back into the picture as well. And once again, we are nearly 3 wide through 3 and 4. Oh no! Strickler, Smith, and Zarfos. Oh, yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh, that was unfortunate. Let's take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay. Oh, you hate to see it, especially when these 3 drivers, they were 4th, 5th, and 6th. Smith just... I think it's going to have to take some onboard cameras for this one. So on board the number 12 car of Trey Smith. Here he goes to the inside. Strickler gets a little loose. And may have just gotten a little tap, but again, I believe that it's just hard racing there in the end. So on board the number 38 car, and just gets a little too sideways in the slick just there. And not as straight as maybe what he would like to be. So again, our onboard cameras, thanks to Black Diamond Motorsports. So back live from the virtual USA International Speedway, your KDC Home Improvement 360 main event is well and truly almost in the books. We've got just under a handful of laps left to run. In fact, it is going to be 3 laps. Look, the way I seen that caution was Strickler got a little loose. Trey Smith kept the car nice and straight, and of course, you know, when you get the slick here at USA, and you know you get your car a little loose, there was no time for Trey to react. He tagged him, and then Strickler hit the wall. It was just, you know, it was one of those deals. You know, you miss your mark, you get a little sideways. The guy behind you keeps it nice and straight. I mean, it sucks for all parties because Zarfos was involved in that one as well. 3 laps left to run, 2.25 miles for John Batista. He is close to victory lane. He needs to put 3 of the best laps of his life together. Matt Schaefer down low into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, car upside down, and that ends very, very quickly. The 71 car of Cody Batten upside down, and this will end tonight's race. under yellow and behind your iRacing.com official pace track. In 2 laps time, ladies and gentlemen, it will be official. John Batista goes to victory lane. And the final lap is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Here for your KDC Home Improvement 360 winged sprint cars. Behind your iRacing.com official pace truck, it is now the final lap and our final 2 turns. Of course, we are under yellow and the checkered flag about to be thrown. John Batista, it will be official in about 8 seconds time. The KDC Home Improvement 360 winged sprint car main event belongs to the number 54 car of John Batista. We'll take a look at your JR Productions and Media unofficial results here in just a moment. John Batista getting the win. Ahead of Matt Schaefer, who comes home second. Third is going to be David Harlem and Robert Kirsten at home in fourth. Mason Hannigan rounds out your top 5. Marion Preston in 6th. Braden Finsell 7th. Travis Snyder Jr. in 8th. Austin Griffey 9th. With Trey Smith rounding out your top 10. Over the page, our 11th through to 20th. Jeremy Zarfos in 11th. Brett Strickler in 12th. George Furch in 13th, and those were the 13 cars that finished this main event. 14th is Cody Batten, Trevor Royer in 15th, Horton Bailey, Ernie Williams Jr., Nathan Davis, Jacob Fields, and Michael Sheridan. We have our top 3 in TeamSpeak and ready to chat to us in just a moment. Well, this driver comes home with a great victory. In car number 54, it was just an absolute outstanding drive from this guy. And he comes away victorious here in the KDC Home Improvement 360 main event is John Batista. John, congratulations on the victory. At one point, there was a restart where you made the mistake in 1 and 2, and then 2 laps later, you're in the lead. Talk about that moment while we're talking to here in Victory Lane.
Yeah, it was just one of my classic restarts where I just stuffed myself into the fence. It's pretty common for me, but all I could do is hope that they all ran the middle and the bottom, and I know Brett's one of the best in the game at running the bottom, so naturally he went there, and David went to the middle too. And I was just running the high side up to that point the whole race, so I just stuck to it. Got a great run off 2, and it's really hard to get a good run off 2 on this track state. It closes up pretty far to the wall, so as long as I hit that, thought I had a pretty good chance of getting the lead, at least on the back stretch, and from there, I was just, holding my line, keeping it smooth. Car was absolutely amazing on the cushion, far better than when we ran the DSRL race here, when David got me, I think, in the closing laps. Seems like him and I have pretty similar races here every time we come to USA, so it's just another one of those races, and this time I could finally steal one from him.
You talk about the cushion and stuff like that, especially 1 and 2. 3 and 4s are a little bit different as well, because on the exit of 4, you've got that big rut and big bump. How difficult is it to try and be so smooth over that? Because if you get that at the wrong angle, or you overcorrect it, you do one of 2 things: you either go to the inside wall, or you stay stuffing yourself into the fence.
Yeah, it wasn't as nasty as it usually was. But the setup was, I don't know if it was just the setup was really good over the cushion, so it was going to be good over the bump too, but I kind of inadvertently missed it by missing my line in 3 and 4 a few times, so that kind of helped me out. But yeah, 3 and 4 was pretty treacherous. The whole track was treacherous, but I never tried anything other than top, so I wasn't gonna venture off anywhere. But yeah, 3 and 4 was tough.
Well, it was a tough racetrack from the start of the night. Very slick conditions here towards the end of this one. Congratulations on going to victory lane here at USA. No doubt, I'm sure you got some people you need to thank.
Yeah, I just want to thank my teammates at Black Diamond Motorsports. Not a great night for us overall, but Nate put some time in, and we kind of chipped in and really worked on a setup for a good portion of the day today, and it paid off because that was a fantastic setup. At least around the cushion, it probably would have been fast on the bottom too. I think Nate made some passes in the middle, but yeah, I just want to thank those guys for best teammates you could ask for. Steven for putting this on. I always enjoy myself when I run the World of Thunder series. You, Brett, for broadcasting Ultimate Dirt TV. And congrats on Nat on the podium finish, as well as David.
All right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, John Batista there, home in first place. Home in second place tonight, he got David Harleman with a slider going into turn 1 and 2, and it certainly helped him. But coming home in second is going to be Matt Schaefer. Matt, congratulations on a second place run. It was a calculated drive from you. You started 9th, so you started right in the mid-pack of this field, and you had some good battles throughout this entire feature event, and you come over second. You can't be too disappointed with that.
No, not at all. It was a great run. You're right. I started kind of mid-pack there, but car was really good. Kind of running right through the middle there for a while, and had it hooked up there. And you know, the guys on the Dave Blaney sim racing team, we make a great team. They're a huge help on this. Sheridan, Keen, Zarfoss, and Strickler. It's all a team deal that makes these kind of runs happen.
Very difficult track here tonight. Very slick. Cushion was very bumpy. You look like you had your car set up for the bottom and the middle as well. Was that where you made the majority of your passes in this feature event tonight?
Yeah, I don't think I ran a single lap around the top, to be honest with you. I was either on the bottom or in the middle. Pretty much wherever the guy in front of me wasn't is where I was trying to put the nose.
Well, starting in mid-pack, it could be a recipe for disaster. What was the game plan going into the feature event tonight? What kind of goal did you have in mind, or were you just happy just to finish wherever?
Honestly, I haven't been racing much lately. I think I may have ran 6 races in the last 3 to 4 weeks. So I was hoping for a top 10 out of it, and I was very pleased with the podium.
Well, you come away second here tonight in the KDC Home Improvement 360 Sprintcars presented by World of Thunder. Again, a very great and very calculated drive. Well done on the second. But before we do let you get out of there, of course, sponsors, shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes that happen?
Yeah, Wicked Cushion is the main one. The Dave Blaney sim team, it's nice for him and Matt Henninger to get together and kind of put this deal together for us. So all of Dave's sponsors, Mohawk, the Ryan Blaney Foundation, they make it happen. All
right, Matt Schaefer, they're home in second place, and well, he might be a bit out of place. He's not used to finishing here. He's used to finishing 2 spots up, but third place tonight for the number 49 of David Harleman. David, third place. Are you disappointed that you didn't get the win? Or, I mean, how are you feeling right now, bud?
I guess you could say so, especially because you started on pole. But yeah, just it was kind of unfortunate they left cautions on. It was just an honest mistake. No one's perfect, but yeah. So really, especially the second half of the race, it cut the laps down, and I was hoping to do the same thing Matt did to me and just dive to the inside on that last restart, because I was like, yeah, I figured there's gonna be another caution coming out right away, and then I had such a god-awful restart, so then Matt was able to do a good thing to me. I wanted to do it John, and he got second from me. But track was fun. Top, bottom, they even had a middle in 1 and 2. Usually the 360s don't really get the middle, so first half of the race I kind of fell in love with it a little too much, because it let John go high, and I think it was Strickler come low on me. But no, still a fun race overall, I guess.
It looked like throughout that entire 30 lap main event, or by the time we were under yellow, but yeah, any time we had some green flag laps in, it looked that you always had a car either inside or outside, or closely in front of you or closely behind you. I mean, it must have been fun, racing close with these guys, and really putting on a fun race for this racetrack.
Yeah, I got some new hardware, and the graphics were a little different, and it was really like the sun. The first during the heat and everything, the sun was a big factor, and like I couldn't even really tell who I was racing with. Then once the lights kind of came on, I don't know, it was just cool. I wasn't really sure exactly how to read the slick and everything, but I guess we're just learning from it.
Well, third place here at the USA International Speedway, KDC Home Improvement 360 main event. Congratulations on that one. And of course, before we let you get out, of course, the wheels turn. They all got to be thanked, the sponsors and stuff like that. Who are those people?
KRSM Team, Nap Auto Parts, Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Cushion, Ultimate Dirt TV for putting it on, KDC Home Improvement sponsoring the series, and everything World of Thunder and Steve does for this league.
All right, well done, Mr. David Hartman home in third place tonight, as that will wrap up the KDC Home Improvement 360 winged sprint car part of the night. Don't forget, the World of Thunder Triple Crown Series heads to the Williams-Grove Speedway. 30 minutes until the server goes up. The 410s go to it's going to be the World of Thunder guys taking on the PA Posse. Who gets the win in Posse Town? We'll find out. Of course, we'll have a live stream up once again in about 45 minutes time from now. Of course, a big thanks to the wonderful people behind the scenes that make all this possible. A big thanks to KDC Home Improvement for being the title sponsor for the World of Thunder 360 Sprint Cars. A big thanks to Steve McMillian and all the admins behind the scenes from the World of Thunder to put these shows on. Of course, running every Sunday and Wednesday night. World of Thunder having the 360s and what normally is our super late models on the Sunday night. Of course, tonight is just a little different. But of course, every Wednesday night, the UMP Modified Series, of course, that's broadcasted by the Virtual Racing Network. So again, make sure you check out those guys to cover the action here for the World of Thunder guys. A big thanks to everyone that has supported us here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Big Mango, thank you for the 300 bits and the Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support, brother. Thank you very much. For the people that have been watching on YouTube, thank you very much for tuning in here. And of course, our wonderful audience on Facebook as well. We enjoy the company as we bring you the best that iRacing has to offer. Of course, right here on your number one home for Dirt Track Racing, Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, a big thanks to our sponsors as well. You can check them out on our website. Head over to www.ultimatedirttv.com. Click on our sponsors tab. A big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder iRacing League, Dirt Leagues Australia, JR Productions and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsports. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, and of course for your team tonight is just myself, Brett Wheeler. We say farewell from the virtual USA International Speedway. Well done to John Batista. He goes to victory lane as our World of Thunder Triple Crown Series from the Williams-Grove Speedway. Reminder, 45 minutes time. We are going to be live once again. It's not good night, ladies and gentlemen. It is. We will see you soon right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Austin and Steve, thank you for the like as well. Goodbye.